Okay, welcome to CTRC Flying 2011. This will be my first build video. This is following my unboxing, my first unboxing video, which was funny. The fit and finish on this plane is so good that I could have sworn that elevator looked like it was in one piece, being hinged. How was I going to get it apart? But there you go. It's in two halves.
I'm zooming in on it. Up, down, a little lower. There we go.
Okay, now. There we go. Anyway. Okay, before I even start, I'll explain that there have been a couple things I did off camera first before I even started the assembly. And one thing was to poly this airplane in a warm satin, they call it. It's actually spray, min-wax polyurethane. And I'm not doing a commercial for these guys or anything, but this was the stuff. My wife found it for me, asked me if I thought it would work, and I said, yeah, I think that'll work, better than using a brush. So, I did this airplane and this stuff, and it was perfect. It didn't put a gloss on the foam, but this plane's got sunscreen on now, so when it sits out in the sun in the summertime, I'm not gonna wind up with alligator skin like I did on my Corsair. And another thing I did was I went ahead and mocked this thing up, and I bound a receiver into it so I could neutralize all of my servos. So I've got a receiver sitting here. I got a still anchor in on a Spectrum AR6610. It's got telemetry, so I probably won't use it, but anyway. So the receiver is all bound, tested everything. Had a couple channels reversed. What was it? Elevator and rudder and aileron, I think.
Correct.
Were reversed, so I went ahead and fixed those. Now, with all that being done, they'll save a lot of time and doofus moments. So, where I'm going to start, I've studied my instructions and decided what step I want to do things in, rather than because standing glue and the scale bit and stuff on.
You want to tell them what you've got there laid out first?
Yeah, I've got all this laid out, and that's, ooh, nice reminder, because another thing is, right here, it's another thing my lovely bride found me was, and I've got to put them on some of my planes, but that little magnet disc.
Rare earth magnets.
Yeah, to put on canopies and stuff so they don't fly off. Not that I ever have that happen, right?
Huh. I've chased them down a few times for you.
But if you've got screwdrivers and they're not magnetized, you can magnetize them.
Whoop.
Yeah, it's magnetized now. Just by keeping it up against another magnet. So anyway, where I'm going to start with this is I'm going to glue the tail on. Now you got to be kind of careful when you do this.
Hold on just a second. Just wanted to show everybody. We have our mascot, Scout. Hey, Scout. He had a busy morning, so he's chilling on his bed.
You got over playing with his girlfriend this morning.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright.
Gonna back up and set it back down.
This is the glue they provided with it. And I gotta walk in front of it for a second. Okay. So No, I gotta be careful because I don't want glue into my push rods. That'll foul everything up. Here comes the glue. No, I don't want to put too much. I don't want it oozing out. Pull on that carbon fiber rod. Maybe just a dab on the side. That's one thing I hate about the glue they provide for you. Stringy. Whoa, I got it oozing all over the place here. Stand that up against something. Now, make sure I don't have it on my hand. I got the shakes. I think I was nervous or something. If I wasn't on camera, I wouldn't be so nervous.
Come around so they see what you're doing.
Okay, get it in there. You gotta give it a good squeeze, and then pull it out a little, and then give it a good squeeze again. What you're gonna want to look for is the panel line's all made up the way it should, so just so your tail's all nice and square.
I got the tape for you.
Yeah. And when I fitted this to mock it up, it had a little bit of play, which made me a little nervous. So that's why I think it says it there. And I don't want no droop. Because it doesn't take much droop back here to throw your angle of incidence off. And I'm a little nervous about taping this because that paint don't always stick so good. And I don't want to rip my paint off. But
So you're using painter's tape.
yeah, I'm not going to really anchor it down hard either. But there we go. My push rods are out where I want them. I didn't use enough glue to foul them.
Show the push rod on that side for you.
And when this plane came out of the box, those push rods were, I'll flip this over maybe and show them.
Okay. There, now they can see this side.
This is they adjust on the servo. I had to loosen the two screws up to pull them out. They went all the way up in the nose. Pull them out so that you can get them through your tape. No. Now let me hung up for a while with the glue to dry. Because I'm not gonna monkey with it anymore until the glue sets to the tail. But probably next go to the wing, hook up all the push rods, ailerons, and flaps.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, just right there. And we'll cut it here and be back in a little while. Yeah.
And we're back for part 2.
Back for part 2. While we'll wait for the tail to dry or cure up a little bit, figured I'd put this prop together. I already took the blade out of the bag and placed them in the hub the way they're supposed to be. And once I did that, well, I'm going to pull them back out for sure. We're going to do this now. And so, we'll start with this piece here. Drag this through the knife rather than drag the knife to the table. Kind of something like that. Well, so it doesn't look like it matters much which way that goes. That's gonna fit right in there. Like so. We'll get the 8 screws out. Now, just like my screwdriver, I get this thing magnetized. Hope I magnetized the right measurement one. Of course I did. They said that was a 3mm. I think it was a 2.5. 2.5mm. Now it's not going to be magnetized, but that's right. Those will just... Oh, forget something.
Oh,
Need
yes.
the lock washers.
Don't forget the...
Need to prop fly off. Come on, buddies. You can all come out. Out to play. Alright. Some of these steps get pretty tedious. Alright. You go, twin. Women and their fingernails. They come in handy.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Never mind. I was trying to help.
Yeah, no.
One-handed. Yeah, that's one. There's one.
I've had these before where
There's one.
the holes in the backing plate for the spinner, all this is going right into, were rather measurable.
Oh, they give you an
But
extra.
these all seem to be dropping in, okay? Alright, now. Yeah, it was a 2.5, not a 3. They lied. And these are super fine thread. It's going. It's going clean. Love it. Of course, I got to do this 8 times. This might get a little boring for you guys to watch. So maybe we'll break away after. I'll do crisscross pattern. Yes, that's first. That one's going a little smoother than the last one did. I thought about putting thread locker on this until I see that those washers were, you know, I don't know what you call them, crust washers or block washers, but I don't foresee these things. It's pretty snug. That's going in good. Corsair prop was a lot like this. I can't remember if it was an FMS or a Flightline, or anyway. Somebody had a Corsair and the prop flew apart in flight. Spoiled the guy's day. But I like seeing that this one has lock washers. These ain't going back up. I don't need to tell you what happens if you throw just one blade.
Yes, we've seen what happens.
Wow.
Poor Craig.
Well, that was a little different thing. That was his thumb
Powered.
got in the way.
Yep, power glider.
Yeah.
Thumb didn't get in the way. The blade shook off the motor.
Oh, yeah.
Embedded in his thumb.
Oh, that was a gory, bad.
Yeah, that was a bad day.
That was a bad day.
Thank God I have training and was able to stabilize the prop in his thumb to get him to the emergency room.
Yeah, people would say, take it out, yank it out.
No, that's the last thing to do.
Because it was the fat hubbin that went into his hand.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Screw went off.
Yep. It was a powered glider with a folding prop. I will never get in range of one of those again. I'll never look at a folding prop the same again.
No, definitely not. I don't think Craig will either, for that matter.
I'm getting tired. We need a sorted size of these Allen wrenches that are on a screwdriver handle, or like one of those T handles.
Oh, you mean the other side? You've got this good bits.
Oh, I got this one. You got phone call incoming.
It's gonna have to wait.
Yeah, I'm almost out of step. And then you can see who it was.
Yep.
Is that maybe a message?
Possibly. Probably.
Oh. I know that one was tight. Now that one is. That one is.
I think you've been all the way around. At least
A couple
once or
times.
twice. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
So now that's all screwed on.
That's all screwed on.
And we're gonna break away so I can see.
They must have given me an extra washer.
They did.
One lane.
Probably because they're so small and they can gloss easy.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna break away for a minute so I can see what that call was.
What your call was. Okay. Props assembled. There's no reason why I can't put it on the plane to this stage of the game because, like I said earlier, I've already bound it. The prop channel's not backwards. Everything's working superb. Backing plate's got like a square hole. Yeah, goes right on over the crank. And it'll fit right in. And then snug it up. Just using my Allen wrench. Okay. Okay, there's that. Now, Now with this prop spare, that was all to came like that. I didn't know if it was threaded in, or if it fit really snug. So what I did was just use a little small brad. There's 2 holes in the ball, you know, have it all the way through. Could stand to be a little small, but
I'm trying to.
like that, and then twist it out.
All right.
And is that small Phillips? Is that gonna work? Let me just get into my. That'll work. There's already thread locker on that screw.
Doesn't want to slide down the hole. There it goes.
Well, with a little persuasion.
I heard it.
Yeah, I just don't want a small screw, I'll tell you the truth. Boy. These are too small.
Shouldn't be.
It's $100,000 question. They almost look at them, but it's okay. I got the answer still. An A and B. Yeah. This is real life. This isn't, you know.
And don't mind him, he had to go off screen to get into his radio box.
Yeah. Man, nice 10. Oh, come on. That's too small. Let's go back to the big one. Real carefully. Lay them into that dry thread locker on it too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's pause a minute while I look for a better screwdriver.
Okay. And we're recording again.
Alrighty, so what we found is Flightline had pre-applied thread locker, quite a bit of it. Dried rock hard, so I was only able to get that screw a little ways and it snubbed right up. They should just put it in the instructions to apply thread locker, so maybe you gotta go buy some of your own, you can pick it up at the hardware store. But anyways, here we go again. Now I've already pre-wound this screw all the way through. The first attempt wound up stripping the Phillips out a little bit, but a tiny little regular standard.
Slotted.
Yeah. Of course, hitting the slot's so difficult now. Every build, you hit snag, you just having to hold back from swearing and cursing. But I'm on camera, so And it's going up to YouTube, so I don't want to use a bunch of foul language, but this would have been kind of stomped up and down. I'm up, down, angry. I'm surprised that smoke isn't rolling out of my ears right now. But there you have it. There it is. And while Laura's on the phone, took the opportunity to brew myself a hot cup of coffee. Things I do in my spare time.
Hold on, let me zoom. Stay still. Oops. Fly airplanes. Spot airplanes. Research airplanes. Dream about airplanes. Think about airplanes. Talk about airplanes. Yep, you do that.
I do all those. And that's when you put that plug back in there. It's not really threaded, it sits in there. It's not going to come out. But there we have it. Props on. And I'm going to let that tail set up for another half an hour or so, and then I'm going to put the horizontal stabs on. That'll be the next step.
See you in a few. And we're back.
Yeah, and we're back. And I'll work on getting these clevises on here. Get them threaded on. The inside of it. And wind them in there a good amount of threads. So I got all the adjustment I need. The brush was that a little hard. I hope this will hold it. And it is. Super fine threads. So I'm into probably enough of them right here. See that liner is going to be. So stay up vertical. I'll have a couple more. And I don't want to move those servos. That was the whole point of binding them all, everything up. Just to get them neutralized. Okay, that's on quite a few. That'll do it. Really? Huh. Could I possibly nail that on the first shot without even trying?
Possibly. That was pretty straight on to me.
I'm visualizing that line in the center and going right up and down the seam.
Right?
That looks pretty straight. Wow, that was lucky. Huh. Well now.
Lucky or good?
That was a hell of a guess. Wow. See, if it all went that easy, it would be great. Okay, so let's see what this is going to. So that's got to go in the second hole right underneath there. And then, oh hell. Hell's bells, really? Wow. How did I get that lucky? Twice?
Cause you're that good.
Oh.
Not your first rodeo.
Okay.
As is evidenced by all of the planes around this room.
See, I'll use the needle nose for this. The lighting is pretty sour over on this side.
Yeah.
We've got well lit over our benches, but there's that. And then whoa. This is tight work, honey.
I know. So that's why I keep adjusting where I'm standing so they can see what you're doing. And not see your back.
Oh, I got it upside down. Works better that way. Oh, yeah, this is kind of. Oh, wow. That's better now, you see. And then, try not to gather the foam up. Kind of something like that. Yeah. Huh. Wow. Yeah. Cool. Okay, now, we'll get the stabilizers on, huh? We'll do the same thing with the elevator. Yeah, remember them two halves I thought was together as one?
Yeah.
It's time to put them on now. Oh,
I'll come around this way.
I'm on the duck side of the room over here.
I know.
All right, now bust out the little screws that that went to. It goes to that. A magnetized screwdriver. Hopefully it isn't too big. It'll work. wasn't quite that magnetized, was it? A little bit, but. This is the difficult side. Everything's in the way over here. You got 2 push rods to deal. It's not magnetized at all anymore. That wasn't such a big life hack.
Of course, our Mr. Scout is taking a snooze over here.
How many times can I drop it before I lose it?
I don't know. What's it say? Do manually.
At least get it there, right?
Yeah. Get in the hole and then you can use a screwdriver.
Yeah, I had to be stupid a couple times. Just wouldn't be a CTRC video if it wasn't for a stupid moment, right?
That's right, Chris.
I just hurt that servo mold a little bit, not much. I am going to have to adjust that.
What, the rod inside?
Oh, yeah. I can adjust that one anyway a little bit. The elevator one?
Yeah.
That I haven't hooked up yet. Because right there is where it's going to be. And it's not neutral. So I can wind that out. No, I don't. I can make that adjustment, like you said, on the inside.
Right.
Yeah. I can send that puppy home. Now what we're talking about inside is
There.
I just did move the servo. It's about like that. Right about there looks good. That looks perfect right there.
Yep.
All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a radio.
Okay.
I'll plug the battery in.
Okay.
Just to make sure, because once I put that wing on, I don't want to have to take it off again.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to have to take it off just to adjust that. I don't want to have to make them back here either. Adjustments. Okay, and we're indeed a Flightline Spitfire. So,
Alright, I'm gonna come around.
this is one of my old Admirals. It's kind of puffed. I'm just using it as a setup. Okay, yeah. The rudder needs to be adjusted too. That's a quarter stick down to get it neutralized. So, power on the servos. I'm not using too hard.
Sounds pretty flat.
Yeah, it looks pretty damn neutral right there.
You said you need to adjust the rudder too?
Yep. So I'll jump over here to the rudder. And I'm looking down at the top of the rudder.
Yep.
Right there, that's about neutral right there. But the tail wheel's kicked now. Okay, so tail wheel is
Off just slightly.
that rudder evidently got a little bit of a warp in it.
Yeah.
See, it's pretty straight here. So you look at the bottom, it's kicked.
Oh, yeah.
That kicked that way, and the tail wheel's kicked this way.
Yep.
So, frig, damn, that sucks. Okay, well, I got some adjustments to do there. Some plugs here, right here. Mamma mia. I hate to have to pop that off from there now. I'm only going to do this.
So you're disconnecting the rudder so you can adjust the tail?
Well, I gotta get the elevator started.
You gotta do what?
I gotta get the rudder fixed first because the tail wheel, I can make adjustments up there.
Okay.
I don't want to get too carried away just yet. I'm almost falling that hole. This is the tedious shit. Falling that hole. You did once. You can do it again, really.
Did it drop in?
Yeah, dropped in that time.
Okay.
Now, that looks much better there.
Alright, I'm gonna look straight down here.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alright.
Looks better than it did.
Okay, I'll turn it on its side.
Okay.
So as I get some light, I'm gonna see what I'm doing. Okay, that looks good. Golden. I ain't gonna be with it much longer.
Okay.
Looks golden. Alright. While she's laying upside down like that, before we have a breakaway letting the glue dry segment, I'm gonna use canopy some on this one.
Do you put those on before you put the wings, or do you do it after?
I'd rather, yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. Came out all at once. I don't want gloopy mess.
Yep. You have one of those.
But this is canopy cement, so if it does gloopy a little bit, it dries clear.
Right. I was gonna say you've got one of those little toothpicks up there that you can use to smear it around if you need to.
Yeah, good deal. Spread it a little bit, squeeze it out.
Paper towel, not your pants.
You haven't been out here and watching me, just going.
I know. And you just got hit by an airplane.
I did just get hit by an airplane. I think it's he got hit by an airplane. I got hit by an airplane. Well, get out of my hangar. I can understand how you could walk into him.
And I'm gonna zoom in so they can see this.
Pocket, pocket.
Pockets there, and two little
That ensures a
two
good
little
fit.
tabs on the plane itself.
And these are so lightweight and they don't structurally hold anything.
You gotta put the glue on.
Give it a good squeeze. You see it wants to ooze out here and here. Like I said, this stuff will dry quick.
Oops.
No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I see it oozes hair.
That's what I want to ooze a little.
That way you know it's fully
Yeah. All right.
dispersed.
Yep.
All right. So is that all for now until it wings?
Yeah, the next section will be putting the wings on. Yeah. And this is with a strobe light. It's got to be tied into that little blue box on the wing.
Yep.
That's to be plugged in so the strobe light works. And the wing assembly will be the next. You think I go through it, two flaps and ailerons the same way I went through these.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
Okay. We'll be back for the next section.